Coming up on Access USI, SGA speaks out against stereotypes, USI hosts the Found Footage Festival, and the men's and women's cross-country teams advance to the national championships. These stories and more coming up on Access USI.
Good evening, welcome to Access USI. I'm Madeline Kriz.
And I'm Krista York.
USI alumni and business owner Tracy Zeller has been named 2015 Distinguished Accountant by the Romaine College of Business. The selection criteria includes professional achievement and stature in the accounting industry, USI and community involvement, and leadership. Zeller graduated from USI with a bachelor's degree in accounting and 2 years later completed her Diamond Graduate Certification through Geological Institute of America. In 2004, she opened Tracy Zeller Jewelry just off Red Bank Road and the Lloyd Expressway here on Evansville's west side. Zeller is dedicated to a personal calling she describes as Live to Give by fulfilling donation requests from numerous community and charitable organizations. Zeller serves on numerous boards and committees and supports many local organizations in the Evansville and Vanderburgh County area.
If you weren't able to make it to the Riley Dance Marathon this past weekend, there's still time to help. USI Dance Marathon and Gamma Phi Beta will be teaming up next week with the Indiana Blood Center to host a blood drive on campus. The event will take place next Tuesday from 10 to 2 in Carter Hall, and although appointments are not required, they are highly recommended due to time restrictions. For more information, you can find the event on usi.edu's calendar or contact Mary Scheller at mtscheller@usi.edu. In addition to the gift of helping save a life, the Indiana Blood Center has also committed to donating $3 to the USI Dance Marathon for every person that donates on Tuesday.
Some USI students have been working with kids around the tri-state to help them excel in the classroom. Access reporter Ben Flora has the story.
Meeting weekly in Carter Hall is USI's College Mentors for Kids. Access USI talked with Claire Ford, the president of College Mentors for Kids, about what the program does for children in the area.
College Mentors for Kids is a mentoring program here at USI, and we service Glenwood Leadership Academy and do a college-related activity based on higher education, community service, or cultural diversity. Some of the activities that we've done in the past have been with the chemistry club, making our own lava lamps, or we've done Zumba in the rec.
This week's meeting was all about superheroes. The kids had a great time listening to superhero stories, talking about superheroes, and making hero-themed crafts. For Access USI, I'm Ben Flora.
The Student Government Association is taking a stand against stereotypes. This afternoon, SGA members held a booth outside UC East, allowing students to anonymously write down and submit a stereotype they have been subjected to. SGA also displayed a whiteboard with some of the most common stereotypes in today's society, which include white girls love Starbucks, all Asians are good at math, all women are emotional, and all Muslims are terrorists. And on Wednesday, November 18th, SGA is inviting all students to a panel presentation to discuss and address the submitted stereotypes. SGA is hoping that by drawing attention to these offensive and misguided stereotypes, they can help USI students understand each other and create a more accepting environment. SGA Administrative Vice President in Cultural and Social Issues, Damian Burge, says he hopes this event will get USI students talking about different cultures and perceptions.
Then at the event, hopefully, in building that discussion, people will be interested in learning more about those cultures themselves and bridging that gap between those stereotypes and wanting to know what is really that culture.
The SGA panel will take place next Wednesday, November 18th at 5 p.m. in Claymire Hall. This event is free and open to the public.
Tonight, USI hosted the Found Footage Festival. The festival is made up of 3 members, Joe Pickett, Nick Prewer, and Jeff Haas, who travel around the country gathering old VHS tapes from garage sales, thrift stores, warehouses, and even dumpsters. The members then sort through the tapes to find strange and unusual footage. The members edit the footage into a comedic reel and travel around the country to exhibit their work. The Found Footage Festival has been featured on popular shows such as Jimmy Kimmel Live, The Tonight Show, and The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. USI students packed Carter Hall to enjoy a fun, creative, and unique experience. For more information on the Found Footage Festival and their tour, visit www.foundfootagefest.com. The USI men's and women's cross-country teams are heading to the NCAA Division II National Championships after the performance at regionals this past weekend.
Jordan Fishel will have your sports update right after the break.
Catholic Club is a great way to get involved at USI. NCC aims to assist students in continuing their religious journey throughout their college career. Newman Catholic Club provides students with great opportunities to meet new friends and grow in their faith through their weekly meetings, masses, and service projects.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a good way to get to know other people in the same faith and just to really have good, solid friendships.
Newman Catholic Club, where hearts speak to hearts.
Welcome back to Access USI. I'm Jordan Fisher, and here's your sports update. Following their victories at the GOVC Championships, the USI men's and women's cross-country teams competed at the NCAA Division II Midwest Regional Championships on Saturday at Angel Mounds.
Their 6K race, and the Eagles had 3 runners finish in the top 30. USI was paced by sophomore Emily Roberts and senior Jessica Reeves, as they both finished in the top 20 of the 224-runner field. Roberts would finish 5th, while Reeves finished 16th. After her top 5 finish, Roberts says she was nervous before the big race.
It's kind of crazy at first. At the beginning of the race, I was like kind of freaking out a little bit inside, like, oh my goodness, these girls are really, really awesome. Like, most of them have, national championships in either track or some maybe in cross country. So I just knew if I could stay with them, then I'd have a chance.
As for the men's 10K, USI was led by junior Chase Broughton. Broughton finished in 9th to give USI a top 10 finish, while senior Johnny Guy and junior Noah Lutz were able to finish 22nd and 26th respectively, despite running through flu-like symptoms. Both teams will advance to nationals as the Lady Eagles finished 5th and the men finished 2nd.
The NCAA Division II National Championships will be held in Joplin, Missouri on November 21st. Following their exhibition loss at Illinois State last weekend, the USI men's basketball team is flying west to open their regular season at the D2 Vegas Showdown, which is of course being held in Las Vegas. The Eagles will start the showdown with the University of Findlay on Friday night before facing Lake Superior State University on Saturday night. This will be the 5th time that USI will participate in the showdown, and it is the first time since 2002. All time, the Eagles are 6-2 in neutral court games held in Las Vegas. Tip-off for Friday night's game is scheduled for 8:30, with Saturday night's game scheduled for 6:30. As for the women's team, the Lady Eagles will also officially start their regular season on the road. USI will travel to Huntsville, Alabama to take on the Chargers of the University of Alabama in Huntsville. Lady Eagles will be looking to bounce back after they also lost their road exhibition game to open the year, falling to the University of Cincinnati last Saturday. USI is looking for its 6th season opening win in the last 7 years, with the lone loss in that span coming last year at home against Malone University. In the all-time series, USI holds a 3-0 advantage over the Chargers, and following their game on Saturday, USI will return home to the Pac for a non-conference game against Midway College on Tuesday night. Tip-off for Saturday's game is scheduled for 2 o'clock. On Friday night, the USI volleyball team began their 5-game homestand at the Pac. Access USI's Nick Ricks has that story.
The USI women's volleyball team began its last 5-game homestand of the season last Friday night against the Maryville Saints. The Eagles came into the match having lost back-to-back matches and were looking to get back to their winning ways. USI got off to a good start by winning the first set 25-20. Senior right side hitter Erica Oberbrocken led the way with a career-high 25 kills during the match. 12 of her kills came in the third set, which helped the Eagles come from behind to win the third set by 2 points. Senior middle blocker Abby Winter had 13 kills, with 5 of them coming in the fourth set. Shelby Morris also added 10 kills and 10 digs. The first 3 sets of the evening were very close until the fourth set, when the Eagles' defense buckled down and held the Saints to just 14 points. Eagles would go on to win in 4 sets and improve their record to 18-9 and pull to an even 7-7 in conference play. For Access USI, this has been Nick Ricks.
The Eagles also hosted matches on Saturday against Missouri St. Louis as well as Bellarmine on Tuesday. USI won both those matches to improve to 20-9 on the year and 9-7 in GOVC play. Lady Eagles will be back in action this Friday night as they get set to host Illinois Springfield before playing host to McKendree on Saturday to end the regular season. Live stats for basketball as well as stats and video for volleyball will be available at GoUSIEagles.com. For the first time since 2012, a USI men's soccer player was named to an All-GLVC team. Senior midfielder Josh Weinzappel was named to the All-GLVC third team for his efforts during the 2015 season. Weinzappel finished his senior season with 6 goals and 4 assists to lead the team with a total of 16 points. In his career, Weinzappel totaled 12 goals and 10 assists for 34 points. And that's all we have for sports. When we come back, Remington Crowder will give you his weekly weather update right here on Access USI.
You're watching Screaming Eagles TV 12. Good evening, everyone. I'm Angie Forecaster Rainton Crowder. Quick look here at the weather this evening. I just looked at the radar just a few minutes ago, and storms are now starting to cross I-57. Good news is, though, we're going to have a marginal risk of severe weather basically throughout the rest of this evening. Wind's really probably going to be the main threat, I think, overall, but even that's dying down. Okay, storms this evening will turn cooler and drier, and the rain's going to return. That's the weather headlines here for the next, basically out the next week. 69 the high today, following morning low 38. Right on average. We have 7/10 of an inch of rain out of the airport when I last checked a few minutes ago. Okay, I'm going to change the forecast here a little bit. I'm going to make it mostly cloudy, 60 at midnight, but everything else is going to stay just about where it is. At partly cloudy overnight, low of 47. Day tomorrow, we'll have skies will be clearing, mostly sunny to start the day, but will be sunny by the 4 o'clock hour. High will be 60, and it will be breezy out there, folks. Clear and cool for tomorrow evening also, too, as well. High temperatures, be in the mid-50s at 5 o'clock, down to the mid-40s when we head to 11 o'clock. Clear and breezy also for the day on Friday. Much cooler, though, so kind of just bundle up, folks, if you're going to be out and about. High pressure basically be taking control of our weather pattern over the next couple of, really for the weekend here. We'll wake up Sunday morning. We'll probably be the coolest, not the coolest rather, the coldest air we'll see basically of the season. Below freezing, I'm forecasting 30 when you wake up on Saturday morning. Alrighty, next 7 days basically will look like this. As I mentioned, we'll be if I can get the words coming out of my mouth, we'll be turning clearer and cooler basically. Rain chances to return late on Sunday. Rain chance to stay with us for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And looking over the latest forecast data, I think it's going to stay with us for at least Thursday. Now, if there's any good news I can tell you about this, it's going to be this. Our severe weather chances after tonight, basically for the rest of 2015, it's going to be pretty low. So the only thing we're going to be worrying about next is snow. Yay. Okay, more news coming up right after this.
Downtown Evansville is growing, and now the city needs your help with determining its future. Yesterday, the city held 2 public meetings to discuss the new downtown master plan, which is being put together by Denver-based Progressive Urban Management. It will be the first one for downtown Evansville since 2001. During the evening meeting, Mayor Lloyd Winnicky discussed the construction of the new downtown hotel, the new IU School of Medicine, the McCurdy renovation, and Tropicana Evansville. During both meetings, Progressive discussed current trends ranging from demographics, lifestyles, transportation, and technology, and their effect on cities around the world. After a brief presentation, attendees discussed ideas for living, business, the riverfront, and public spaces. Some of the proposed ideas for downtown included a new bed and breakfast, grocery stores, restaurants, and even an open riverfront.
Another section of Interstate 69 is about to open. The Indiana Department of Transportation announced late last week that a 27-mile section will open late this year. This announcement comes as construction crews are inching northward and building I-69 between Bloomington and Martinsville. Much of the work in the 21-mile section includes upgrades and repairs to Indiana State 37. This road is set to open in late 2016.
On Friday, the Indiana Supreme Court ruled that the Indiana BMV can now reject requests for personalized license plates. The case started back in 2013 after Greenfield police officer Rodney Vaughter was denied a license plate reading OINK, a reference to his job as a police officer. In the 5-0 ruling, the state's highest court said the BMV can limit on what a person can request on a license plate because they are government speech and do not violate the First or 14th Amendments.
Obamacare is heading back to the nation's highest court. On Friday, the U.S. Supreme Court agreed to hear another challenge to a mandate in the Affordable Care Act, this time from religious nonprofit groups. The issue is the requirement that group health care plans offer a full range of contraceptive coverage to women at no cost. Groups including the Little Sisters of the Poor are part of this latest legal swing against President Obama's signature legislation. The groups argue that the contraceptive mandate forces them to either violate their religious beliefs by providing morning-after pills and contraceptives or pay ruinous fines. In 2014, the court ruled in a 5-4 decision allowing closely held for-profit companies, such as Hobby Lobby, that objected to the providing certain contraceptives. This new challenge will be the fourth to take on the healthcare law. Arguments are expected during the Supreme Court's March sitting, with a ruling coming in June, only months before the presidential election.
And some people are upset at Starbucks for taking up the so-called war on Christmas. The coffee giant's holiday-themed cups previously featured designs like snowflakes or ornaments, but this year they're simply a red cup. That has some Christians fired up and caused the hashtag Merry Christmas Starbucks to start trending on social media. Starbucks, however, says they are committed to fostering a culture of belonging, inclusion, and diversity, and meant nothing more by their change in holiday cups.
So we have it right here. This tiny little cup is causing all the controversy. So what do you guys think about this?
Well, I'm going to let you guys go first because I actually have some breaking news. It's actually one of Starbucks' competitors. You want me to go ahead and say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, late this afternoon, Dunkin' Donuts unveiled their holiday cup, and it's a white cup. It kind of looks like, one of those styrofoam cups you see at the car dealerships and everything. Theirs says joy. It's red and green with the O being a Christmas wreath.
Yes, I read that as well. And actually, there's been celebrities that have come out both ways. Donald Trump's actually siding on that this is a war on Christmas. He's saying that they're going to close the one in Trump Tower, but maybe that's just for ratings. But
I just think that's so. I still think it's festive. It's red and green. It doesn't have to have all the decor. If it hadn't had the decor on it before, I don't think it would have been any big deal. It's just a cup. There's so many other problems in the world.
Well, that's just what I think too. I think it's just. It's really something that really shouldn't be a topic, and it is, unfortunately, because we worry about the wrong things. Really, for something like today with being Veterans Day, that's something we should be talking about more than a red cup that has red and green on it because it doesn't have a Christmas tree.
Totally agree.
I don't know. It's just one of those
We're
things.
Americans. We like to complain about everything.
Yes, that's very true.
Well, and everybody has their own word on social media.
Well, that's all I think. I don't really care about the cups. So I don't drink Starbucks or coffee anyways.
I don't drink Starbucks either. So
yep, there we go. So that's all we have tonight on Access USI. Join us next week, same place, same time. I'm Madeline Chris.
I'm Christy York.
I'm Jordan Fisher.
And I'm Remington Crowder.
Have a wonderful evening.